Hi everybody, could you use some good news? Well, let's start with this. Scientists at the Austrian Academy of Science have used stem cells to grow human brain tissue. These aren't functioning brains. They lack several important structures like the cerebellum and the hippocampus, but they are living human cerebral tissue and should prove useful for a wide variety of applications, including modeling diseases of the brain. One such disease, microcephaly, has already been modeled using these so-called cerebral organoids. A comparison between cerebral organoids grown from the stem cells of a healthy donor and those from the stem cells of a microcephalic donor suggests that the condition might be caused by the premature development of neurons. Up next, billionaire PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel has provided seed funding to Positron Dynamics, a company that is developing a method for creating and storing antimatter. With help from Thiel's funding, Positron Dynamics hopes eventually to create 10 micrograms of positrons a week. That doesn't sound like much, but it's far more than is possible using currently established methods. A positron is the antimatter equivalent of an electron. When positrons and electrons come into contact, they annihilate each other, releasing a tremendous amount of energy. If an efficient method of producing and storing positrons is developed, antimatter could someday be a source of power, both here on Earth and in outer space, where antimatter drives could be used to power spacecraft on interstellar missions. The work of groups like Positron Dynamics is a small but promising step down this road. Finally, physicists at the University of Chicago have developed a laboratory experiment that simulates the early evolution of the universe. Using a cloud of cesium atoms cooled to just above absolute zero and held in a vacuum chamber, the researchers were able to create conditions similar to those just after the Big Bang. The cesium atoms began to exhibit movement similar to sound waves, in a pattern that matched the cosmic microwave background radiation, the omnidirectional echo of the young universe detectable by radio telescopes. The leaders of the research team responsible for creating the simulation hope that similar experiments using ultracold atoms can be used to investigate galaxy formation and black hole dynamics. Scientists use stem cells to grow human brain tissue, a billionaire invests in an aspiring antimatter factory, and physicists use a cloud of super cold atoms to simulate the universe as it was just after the Big Bang. That's the good news. How about that, Grumpy Kitty? You're all done. Yes.